The course I will teach this spring at the Collège de France is devoted to the work of Frank Gehry, considered over a long period from the very beginnings in the 1950s to this day. Works that challenge the accepted view of architecture, works that have been extremely influential in reshaping our understanding of music, our understanding of art. Everyone remembers his fantastic, spectacular museum in Bilbao, the Guggenheim Bilbao, and now everyone knows his Fondation Vuitton in Paris. His early buildings, and I will discuss them, were residential, commercial buildings, and were deeply transformed by his early contacts with Los Angeles-based artists. And one of the aspects I will underline in the lectures will be the significance of Gehry's work for artists, building residencies for artists, having artists as clients, but also having artists as friends, sharing the concerns of the artist, and also becoming an installation designer in the galleries of the, for instance, of the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. So art was a very important matrix. Gehry likes music, listens to music all the time, and he has worked on musical programs ever since the mid-60s. He had designed pavilions in the open for music in California or in Maryland. He has spent 15 years refining the project of the Walt Disney Concert Hall in Los Angeles, which is an extraordinary place, a wonderful sounding musical instrument per se. He has recently opened the Pierre Boulez Saal in Berlin, working all the time with musicians, directors who were his friends. Music is one aspect. The other one is the continuation of his dealings with the art world, museums, exhibition facilities, and this is what the Fondation Vuitton brilliantly demonstrates. In the 1980s, he was at that time still considered as a postmodernist architect. He had been associated with the founding moment of postmodernism in architecture, the 1980 Venice Biennale. But like another architect present at the Biennale, I have in mind the Dutch designer Rem Koolhaas, he really moved away very quickly from the nostalgic component of postmodernism to insist and focus more on the playful aspect. Gehry is not only an inventor of great forms, he is also a pioneer in the use of technology. The use of computer-aided design and fabrication, which developed since the late 80s, has been the condition which has allowed him to do the freeforms we see here. In a way, he has done with the computer what medieval architects were doing on the building sites of the cathedrals. They were working with the stonemasons, asking them to cut the stone in a particular way. Gehry has used the computer in order to cut glass or steel and to make buildings as he intended to do, because otherwise he was facing contractors and clients who were considering his work as being too complex and too costly, and therefore were creating obstacles on the way of his designs. So the lectures will try to reveal the various layers in Gehry's work. It could safely be said since Bilbao, but it was very clear before that very few architects like Frank Gehry have reinvented the art of architecture today. He's clearly one of them.